This video is sponsored by PokeTownStore.com, the best place to get yourself some TCG code cards. They are compatible with TCG Live, and you can of course get everything on the website for 5% off using the coupon code ZapdosTCG. This video is also sponsored by Cardmarket.com. This is a European platform where you're able to buy and sell cards to people all across Europe. I personally use it every single day, and you can do it as well. And you can use the referral name ZapdosTCG to help support the channel. This video is also sponsored by YourPlaymat.com. This is a platform where you're able to, of course, create your own custom playmat. They have, of course, capabilities to ship worldwide, and you can get 10% off by clicking the link down below. So definitely check it out. Last but not least is Dragon Shield, the best brand to protect your beautiful cards. You can of course there's links down below for US and European people, and you can of course get your best quality sleeves available, as well as deck boxes and binders. Thanks so much for sticking around with the commercials. I hope you enjoyed today's upload. If you do, be sure to let me know by rocking the hell out of the like button, and let's get this video going. What's up YouTube, it's ZapdosTCG here, and welcome back to our TCG battle video on my channel. On this channel you get daily Pokemon TCG content, so be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. Today we're checking out Pedro Torres' 4th place, actually top 4 list of the EOIC 2023. So very cool to see that Lost Box, this was actually the best performing Lost Box out of the bunch. Lost Box didn't perform all that well at EOIC, but you do see that this list is something else, alright? Instead of relying on Radiant Greninja and Mirage Gates, it actually relies on Radiant Charizard in the late game to use Combustion Blast for a huge amount of damage. You can spread damage across the board with Lost Mine, and you can get a lot of cards in the Lost Zone very quickly because you do have access to 3 Pokegear, finding Colress's Experiment when you need to, and you also have access to Forest Seal Stone, which you can use on something like Pidgeot V actually can then shuffle itself back in the deck, so you don't have that 2-price liability. So super cool. Forest Seal Stone can find stuff like the Lost Vacuum in the list, so you of course can get to that 3 Comfies on top of a Colress Experiment, on top of Lost Vacuum to get rid of a Beach Court, to get to the magical 7 number to be able to use some crazy stuff here and there. So if you go first, you can get to like a huge amount of numbers, and then the following turn you can get 7 more in the Lost Zone, which indicates that you can get a turn 2 Sableye off, which is actually really ridiculous, and not a lot of decks can handle that. On top of that, you have Hawlucha for the 2 damage counters on 2 of the opponent's bench Pokemon, really good in the Lost Box mirror match, but also can help fix some math here and there. Miltank, very good against specific archetypes. Let's say Arceus, they're not going to be able to touch you at all. They will have to set up something like a Duraludon VMAX, and if they're not playing that, they're going to be in huge trouble. What else do we have access to is, of course, the Mawile to trap opponents. We've seen this before in a countless amount of videos, so I'm not going to go over it again. And then, of course, Cramorant to start using Spit Innocently as early as turn 1, going second. I think this list doesn't mind going first, doesn't mind going second, so that actually is a great thing going into any specific match. And again, huge shout out to Pedro Torres. I have played against Pedro Torres during my career a lot, so a very friendly person, has achieved so much in their lifespan of playing the Pokemon TCG. They have so many trophies, and for good reason. They're a very, very skillful player. And now we're playing out this top 4 list. Let's see how it goes. Tails never fails, and let's see if we can get that. We have the tail. That's actually good. I'm actually going to be going first. The more I'll be able to do on my first turn with some Comfeys, the better it is for us. There's a lot of switch outs in here, to be honest, so let's see how it goes. Starting with Drapion, really? This is always something that happens. Like, you want to test out a video, you instantly start off with the card you really don't want to be seeing, unless you're up against BOV Max. But right now we are having the Drapion as a 2-prize liability. Luckily we do have the Pokegear, we have the Fog Crystal, we have the Nestball, so we can definitely get out like a couple of Comfeys. Looks like we're up against Entei, so at least we can still make use of the Mawile strategy. There's still capabilities of using stuff like the Miltank. We have Cramorant in here, Miltank in there as well. Charizard can do some havoc here and there. We have the Echoing Horn, which is also a cool card. 2 Fire Energies. Alright, 2 Fire Energies. Now that I think about it, there's not a lot I'll be going for here. Just a Comfey. I'll wait with the Nestball, I suppose. Or do we go for the Nestball already? Yeah, let's go for Nestball. There are more Nestballs in here to take care of, and we definitely need some Comfey liability. So we'll just slap these down. We could already attach here so we can then manually retreat, or the Pokegear could find something else. Should we already attach here? Probably will find a switch out, so I'll attach to one of the Comfey so we can use that as a manual retreat. Okay, Pokegear needs to find Colress. Colress needs to find Nazball and a switch out, or Cramorant and a switch out, and then we are good to go. Entei is a very strange card. You don't see that very often. Unfortunately, we do have that Drapion on the field, which is actually pretty bad. On the other hand, there's also a win out where you're using Mawile to trap Entei. So I think Entei decks do run a couple of switch outs because they only can accelerate through the means of Magma Basin on the bench. And that means they are playing a couple of switch outs. So Mawile won't be the best card here, but we'll see how it goes. Also, don't forget, Cramorant is not hitting for weakness. It just slaps 110, and that's all it does. Flying Pikachu. Okay. We could slap up the Meltank over here if they want to be going for that Max Balloon kind of thing. Just a Flying Pikachu, nothing else. That is the strangest thing I've seen all day. So Pokegear, we do find Colress Experiment as we predicted. And now, because the 3 Pokegears are here, it's actually super good. Let's take this, let's take this. And we do have Escape Rope Boss Plays, which are way better than the fire. We only have 1 fire energy, so that makes me very, very scared, to be honest. We do have double Clara, though, so maybe it's better to get the boss just because Max Balloon things could happen. I think it's better to just take this. Because if we're taking a good quick look at the list that they are playing right now, it is playing 2 copies of Bossasaurus, but we'll definitely need that right away. Let's go. Let's go for the Escape Rope. Getting that Comfey. Now we use Flower Select, and we need another switch out right now. There's a switch card. Perfect. So many Claras in here. It's crazy. Okay, next up is this Cramorant on the field. We manual retreat. Get the other Comfey to use Flower Selecting as well. And we get another Colress Experiment. That's actually pretty good. And now we go for the switch out to the Cramorant, and we try to spit. Let's go. So they will need to evolve that Flying Pikachu ASAP, because if they don't, we can just boss it up and KO it, and then we already got rid of a threat, which is great. On the other hand, Miltank also stops the entire deck from working, so we have a lot of breathing room because we can have Mawile to trap, we can have the Miltank to stall, and we have Damage Apple. Oh, Vulpix as well. What is going on here? Vulpix does shut down, not everything, it does shut down our good friend Charizard. This is like some sort of blocking mechanic deck, but they clearly have like a brick hand. Like, this is a deck that doesn't work quite well. I will, instead of going for Colress Experiment, get rid of the Flying Pikachu right from the get-go. If they start attacking with Alolan Vulpix V-Star, we will need to use a Lost Mine. So maybe, because this guy does have a 3 retreat cost, it is better for, if this evolves, that's actually pretty scary. I'll go for Colress Experiment regardless. I'll take the Miltank, the Raihan, and the Crystal, the Fog Crystal, yeah. We can start sprinkling later down the line, which is actually not bad. How many cards in that Lost Zone? 6. We need to go to 10, which is actually a little bit hard. We could slap down Miltank. I'm not gonna be doing too much, but at least if like the opponent has like switch DTE start swinging, we can get the Miltank to stall a little bit. We can still do that later. I'll slap it down regardless. I think it's a nice way to get ourselves a little bit of a protection, because all of these cards are V Pokemon, and Miltank does protect us against stuff like this. We could have bossed it up and taken 2 prize cards on the Flying Pika, but it's not a threat quite yet. Only has... It is a switch out. They are gonna go for the Flying Pika. Alright. Flying Peak in the house. We could definitely needs to be playing something like Raihan, right? Arceus. Like, in that situation, all of these Pokemon cannot stand against Miltank. So I'm glad I slapped it down on the bench. They do go for the Trinity Charge here. I wonder where they're going to be accelerating the energies to. We currently cannot use Charizard. They might have Cheren Scare. If we can get to 10, we can also sprinkle this guy, which is awesome. Depends on what we draw, to be honest. We have Lost Vacuum. We need to like another switch out. Raihan has the capability to get, of course, all the way to 10. They did throw away Flying Pikachu VMAX. I don't think they're playing a 2-2 line of everything. It looks like a 1-1 line of everything and then just some random Pokemon here. Very strange deck for sure. I don't know what the opponent is planning. I'll save my boss for capabilities like this. I'm just gonna spit on everything. Okay, everybody gets energies. That's totally fine. Okay, there is an energy. There's Clara, which can get back another energy. So, too many energies here, so I'll go for Fog Crystal. Get out my Sableye. Yeah, this is a problem. But we have Rope, right? So it doesn't matter too much. We can Rope and Sprinkle twice as well. Because the list that we are currently playing does play 4 Escape Rope. So I'm actually not too scared here. I will just boss up the Flying Peak, get rid of that before it's able to do anything else. And we have 3 ropes left and a boss. So I will just go for Spit innocently. Might as well slap down the Sableye with the energy already. We do have so many Claras, it actually does feel like a nice thing to do. Let's go! Spit! I'll spit on you, let's go! 2 prize cards, super cool. 1, 2. What do we get? This is the best prize cards I've seen all day. That means we can definitely Lost Mine the Entei, take another 2 prize cards, and then go from there. Arceus V-Star is here though. If I were him, I would definitely go for the V-Star power to find Judge. They could also find Switch Energy Vulpix. We can also trap the Greninja out of existence, right? With Mawile. So this deck has so many great ways to go about this. If everything fails, we just go for Miltank. Miltank and the active, they cannot do anything. But we'll see how the match develops. It's also bad that we have like that 2 prize liability with the Drapion. They could go target that down, but all the Pokemon on the bench seem pretty good. Lost Mine can get rid of Entei, and then we just need Escape Rope boss Charizard to KO Vulpix. That's what it is. Adventures Discovery, alright. Funky build. This is an Arceus toolbox, alright. Why would you need Entei? That is the question. Against which deck do you need Entei? Espeon VMAX as well? Wow, funky deck, man. Espeon VMAX does make sure that we cannot Sprinkle, which is a scary thought process, to be honest. If everything has energies, we cannot Sprinkle them. Okay. And if they attack with Vulpix, that's going to be tricky. It's definitely going to be tricky. Need to take care of that Espeon. We do have triple rope, so I still don't... I don't mind this at all. Since we do have ropes available, we have balls available. Technically, we can also start attaching to the Drapion, so we can attach and then go for some more plays. Okay. And again, Miltank. What can they do against that? Energies on everything. We can still Mawile Trap, we can still stall with Miltank, but this seems to be a deck that is going to be hurting quite a bit when we go eventually for the Charizard play, which is, of course, the way we KO the Vulpix. But first, let's sprinkle away on Entei while we can. Here comes Comfey. Currently, we are in a great position. There's the fire energy already, that's insane. Colorless Experiment. Pidgeot's not going to be doing too much. Beach Court, Energy, Pokegear. It is still a win out when you take the Pidgeot, because then you can stall infinitely with Mawile. So I'll still take the Pidgeot here, because I'm planning to use the other card here. We can slap Beach Court down. This is actually not bad. Let's go for Flower Selecting. Escape Echoing Horn. Echoing Horn boss play. Echoing Horn boss play is a win out. I'll take the rope here. The rope seems better. Okay, instead of going for the rope, I will go for Switch Guard. Go for this Comfey. Flower selecting. Hawlucha or Charizard. In this situation, Charizard is definitely my win out. I'll go for Beach Court. I will retreat into Sableye. Charizard is already here. We do have double Clara. I wonder if they have Boss's Orders or not. If they don't have Boss's Orders, we can still sprinkle away on something else, I guess. But we need Charizard Boss, right? I don't think... They might have Judge. EXP share on this one. That's actually pretty weird. How many Nuzballs here? Only one. I think I will safely just go for Lost Mine and start sprinkling everything on that Entei, because we need prize cards. That's what it is. You are done. Entei slapped away. We got another 2 prize cards. We have Escape Rope. We have Charizard. Double Escape Rope. Wow. Okay. What to do now? Find our Boss's Orders. So many ropes in here. It's crazy. And we even have the Forest Seal Stone, which can find bosses again as well. That's good news. We retreat. And Spit Innocently. We have a huge hand. It could get judged away, but we have so much time to find our combo pieces between Charizard. And we can like boss the Arceus again as well. We can Clara Rope. We could have roped already and slapped something with damage, but this is fine. I wonder if they're having Judge here. Their deck seems pretty clunky. They have like Research, Adventures Discovery, Roseanne's Backup. They could be playing a copy of one Judge, but if you judge a deck like this with so many one-offs, I think it's bad because you just draw into your evolution pieces that you don't need. So I don't think they're having Judge here. Lumineon, also another win out. This Lumineon doesn't seem to be having energy, so we can sprinkle away with Clara, or we can instantly evaporate. Okay, they have Judge. Should have slapped down Charizard. Yeah, maybe, because we had Clara in hand. Why didn't I do that? It's fine. We definitely should have slapped down Charizard here, but on this side, Charizard could still not attack because currently it's only 2 energies that is going away. There is a Judge. We have all the time in the world. We already have the Clara. We can sprinkle away. It depends on how many energies they have. 2 energies in the discard pile. Are they attacking with Trinity? No, they're retreating. If the Lumineon doesn't have energies, we can sprinkle over with Clara, but we definitely need our combo, so I think I'll go for Colress's Experiment here. It's probably going to feel better. Yeah, that's the only thing we need. We're gonna showcase Charizard. It's fine. Colress. Boss. This is the way we go. On the other hand, we can also boss Lumineon, right? 4 Seal Stone on the Drapion can get us the Charizard. These Pokemon are not KOing Drapion whatsoever, so let's put the 4 Seal Stone here, and then we win next turn. Let's go. Yeah, Charizard, they KO something, and we win the game because we can attack for 1 measly fire energy. That's what it is. Very weird deck that the opponent's playing, but they have answers against a part of the meta. You have Vulpix, you have Espeon, you have the Duraludon, but how do you find room for all these wacky energies? They have Radiant Greninja to draw, I suppose. Floral, Stadium Energy card? It's weird. No way. There's literally no way. And the cool thing is that with 4 Seal Stone, you can also put it on the Drapion that I started with. If I did start with Drapion, it would have been way better. But at this time, it is not actually a hindrance. It's not hindering us at all. Clara, so that's no Judge. That means that is game. Because even if they have like Path or whatever, we slap Beach Court down. We go 4 Seal Stone, find Charizard, retreat, energy, and KO Lumineon. Or even the Arceus, we can even choose. because we're slapping 250 damage. A crazy damage output for a one prize Pokemon, requiring only 1 energy when the opponent has taken at least 4 prize cards. How cool is this? So we're seeing Sableye in action. We did see Cramorant a little bit. So this is which. They could also decide not to attack us, but then we just use Flower Selecting a bunch of times, and then maybe find Charizard that way. Yeah, and even then, they're gonna go for Miltank, okay? Snow Mirage. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen, that is game. Too many Pokemon on the bench that could get eaten up by Charizard. Let's go. We even have the switch card. Let's go. Star Alchemy. We find Charizard. Charizard. 1 energy. We boss up a Lumineon because it's tasty. Charizard likes to eat fish. And there we go. Opponent concedes. So very strange deck of the opponent. Glad I was able to get it on video because it did have answers, but it looked very, very clunky. And as you all know, consistency is key. And that's exactly what Pedro's deck actually is. With the 3 copies of Pokegear, the Pokegear really bailed me out on the early turns to find Colress's Experiment. And that's how we were able to come out on top. We are still here in the Houndoom League. So we'll see how far we are able to make it. Lawstone boxes are around, and I wonder if this deck is better than the Mirage Gate. The Mirage Gate one is definitely having some capabilities. The Mirage Gate one can of course use the Moonlight Shuriken of the Radiant Greninja. And the cool thing with this deck is that you don't have to be afraid of going first or second. If you go second, you can spit most of the time. Well, that is an awkward hand. Lots of switch outs though. Starting with Charizard. What? That's actually a great hand. We have Nuzlocke, Colress's Experiment. We should be alright. Miraidon has low amount of hit points. Can of course get slapped away by the Charizard and Combustion Blast, so I am not too worried about this unless they're playing a bunch of Klefkis, then I'll be definitely very scared. Ultra Ball. Yeah, if Klefkis are around, we can no longer utilize the Comphase, so we're gonna have to make do. Yeah, there's the Klefki already. No, Klefki. That means the little fellas are not able to do anything unless we do draw into Escape Rope. Then we need to find like 2 Klefkis, right? Miraidon. Oh, this is an interesting way to see how a Miraidon deck goes against a Lost Box. Raikou and Regieleki. Do I have to go for the hit and run strategy, right? Ultra Ball, they have 0 cards in hand. Klefki again. Wow, that means they can no longer retreat. Unless they use their Forest Seal Stone for a switch out? Nah, then you're still with 0 cards in hand. Beach Court? Escape Rope? What YOLO behavior is this, man? Just want to have the 2 Klefkis up front. And now you're in top deck mode. That's at least good. We can trap the Mawile. They have burned 2 robes row. That is hilarious. I'll trap the Mawile while we just set up. Let's go. Colress's Experiment. Comfey. Clara's good though. Beach Court. Energy. Do we need the Beach Court? 1 Clara. I'll take these. Thank you. Let's go. Mawile. Switch card. Attachment. Convey. Miltank could help. They only have Miraidon, right? I'll wait with 1 Nuzlocke. Maybe we find Forest Seal Stone. So for now, I'll just trap the opponent. They did burn all their escape ropes, so we just wait until we find Colress's experiments. Hit and run, forget about it. They could also start attaching to Klefki and start hitting. They're not doing it. They are not doing it. Okay, fine. It's perfect. I'm maximizing the chances, so we'll go for Nazball, get a Cramorant. Even escape rope won't work in this scenario. But a Miltank will definitely work to get rid of these Klefkis. Let's take him. And go for Pokegear. Come on, Colress. It's a Clara! No! Wow, that's awkward. I'll attach to the Miltank. And I will trap you until infinity. So, Miltank is your answer against Klefki. Just stall it out a little bit. The opponent's in top deck position. Cannot even attach retreat into Raikou. They have burned all their ropes down the drain. They're trapped. They are literally trapped. So we're seeing all the pieces and bits of the deck floating together. We can retreat Clara and start KOing something, I guess. What are they gonna do? Used? They can hit and run for 30. That's like nothing. They could promote Raikou, but what good is that gonna do them? Battle via P-Pass. We could trap until infinity, but the better way... Did burn already one Clara. These Claras, we could still trap them until infinity, right? Or we can be very aggressive and start taking prize cards. Retreats. Taking prize cards is good. Let's go! A route for 200s? Sure. Boom. Wow. Crazy. Let's go! Pokegear, that's nice. So, Regieleki, it's you against the world. Doing 0 damage. I only have one Clara, but I don't mind if I can sprinkle my way to victory. How many cards in the Lost Zone so far? Only 2, but if the Klefkis are gone, we're good to go. Tandem units. They can tin the deck, I suppose, but switch and run for 0 damage, that's not gonna get them anywhere. They will need to hit Electric Generator or something. Double Raikou. Wow. You see how you can beat Klefkis? Have a Miltank. Yo, we are protected. Oh, that's cool. Quite kind of an animation there. Haven't seen that animation at all. Okay, my turn. We got an Echoing Horn and Colress's Experiment. Let's go. Colress. Finding Colress and Fire Energy. Raihan is also nice, but I'll take these instead. I want to go for my Sable Sprinkles. 110. What now? Tracking Shoe. They will need to drop. They keep it. It's a supporter. It is a research. What? Okay. We have doubled the Colress's Experiment. Now the fun fact is all the Pokemon on the bench cannot hit Miltank. And they have already played Escape Rope, so I guess this Miraidon will also see the discard pile. Because of one little cow standing in their way. Charizard is there, we have one Clara, so we'll need to use it wisely. Electric Generator. They could technically retreat and go for Lightning Wall, I suppose. This gives us some more time. Did they burn 2 Electric Generators? Did they really go for that? 2 Electric Generators burned. Regieleki VMAX shows up, so no Lightning Wall either. Nah, this seems pretty bad for the opponent. And at one point we'd also like Echoing Horn and Klefki to sprinkle. Sprinkle in top of Hawlucha, that would be insane. Why would you retreat to Regieleki VMAX when you cannot hit Miltank? Trekking Shoe, it's like some sort of a turbo build. We did throw away Raihan. I think there's only one Raihan in this list. Yeah, there's only one Raihan. So a very close Charizard out of nowhere when the opponent expects it is not going to be capable. We're not going to be able to do that. Spit innocently. Yeah, they just concede. Like, of course you concede. What was that weird strategy when you emptied your own hand. And then we had the capabilities of Mawile trapping until we were ready. Let's collect some of our rewards here. Retrieve 1 Pokemon. That's all we did? Wow. Evolve 4 Pokemon. Well, in this deck, that's gonna be difficult because we don't have evolution Pokemon. Let's play another game. The Lost Box deck is actually pretty good. It's made perfectly. Big shout out again to Pedro Torres, utilizing the Lost Box deck to its max potential with Miltank, as well as Mawile and the Forest Seal Stone on Pidgeot. Very cool to see. 25th anniversary Pikachu coin. Flipping them coins. It is a Tails. I think I want to be going first, to be honest, because going first allows you to at least get a couple of Comfeys in and to get a little bit earlier to that. Oh, this is an insane hand. Woo! It is crazy, crazy good. Lost Box against Lost Box. My turn. Alright. Beach Court and stuff. I will help them out as well, though, if we use that. Nazball. I'll get to Comfey. Mawile trapping would be hilarious to use. Charizard is in there. Comfey. Battle VIP Pass. Should we need Manaphy already? Probably. I don't think if it's a Greninja build or not. I will have to wait. I'll keep 1 Nazball around, I guess. One of these, maybe 2 of these. 2 of these are nice to start taking some early elite prize cards. Do we already have some stuff in hand? We still have more. Let's go for this. Flower selecting. Yeah, definitely the Forest Seal Stone for sure. That means with Nazball we can do whatever we please. We can attach Retreat instead of relying on anything else, because I don't want to give the Beach Card away quite yet. Attach Retreat. Go for the Comfey. Utilize Comfey. They're not going to be disrupting our hand, which is good. Battle VIP Pass. The good Roxanus. We cannot get rid of this, by the way. Battle VIP Pass. Manaphy or not to Manaphy. We can still put Pidgeot if they hit into us. We can then put it back in deck, which is great. Leave some space open for potential Manaphy is not bad. I'm not going to put the Forest Seal Stone onto it quite yet because they can have Lost Vacuum, so this is fine. The reason why we put up Pidgeot, if they use Escape Rope, we can put it up front, they hit into it, we retreat it with Beach Court, and nothing happened. And with Forest Seal Stone, we can also get, of course, a lot. Yeah, they just they just concede. So against Lost Box Mirrors, be sure to put that Pidgeot up on the bench so you can sack up a hit, and that means that you nullify the first spit innocently, which is insane. Okay. If you guys are enjoying the content, let me know by rocking the hell out of the like button. Helps out in ridiculous ways, and it does seem like this deck is legit. It wins so many games. Okay, next opponent. We currently are still in the Houndoom League. Are we still in the Houndoom League? I think we got like 20 points, but maybe we should have waited until we gotten them, right? Again, if the opponent goes first, try to go for that spit innocently ASAP. If you go first, try to get at least 2 Comfeys in. Depends on the matchup. If you want to use 3, then you do have a Comfey out there that could become a liability for stuff like Moonlight Shuriken or Sableye Sprinkling with the combination of Hawlucha. So the opponent will go first, and we start off with a couple of Comfeys and the Beach Court. Yo, no Colress's Experiment in hand though. Another Raikou. That could be Lost Box, that could be Miraidon, but most likely Miraidon. 8 cards in hand. Hopefully all useful, useless cards, so we have a little bit of an edge. Okay, Ultra Ball. I will see Miraidon right now. They could get the Klefki up front again, though. That would be game-changing. No, Miraidon. Okay. Tandem units, I expect Regieleki. They did discard a Regieleki VMAX. As well as Energy Recycler. Interesting. Energy Recycler is nice in the late game to maximize your chances of Electric Generator, but this deck is like way more aggressive. So I would go with a different strategy. Good thing. Oh, there's the Magnezone. Ooh, dang. Magnezone is scary though. Electric Generator. Depends on where they attach the energies though. They can of course drag off the Manaphy with the Magnezone. They are attaching to Regieleki though. Double energy as well. A double Electric Generator. Whiff. Okay, so at least attachment onto the Raikou. This is scary. This is scary. The Magnezone, really terrifying. We have Clara though. Flower selecting. Escape Rope, so they don't draw an additional card. Yeah, that seems great to me. And Comfey. Rope. No additional cards for them. Which cards are they promoting? We could spit into a Regieleki already, which could be nice. Then Sprinkle. They give up this Regieleki, okay. Unfortunately, that does have a retreat cost of 1. Nestball or a Switch Out. It's gonna have to be Nestball, unfortunately. I wish it was different. But we don't find Colress's Experiment quite yet. We can go for the Miltank, stalling a tiny little bit. But we need the setup. We need the setup. Also gonna check real quick if I have some Colress's Experiments actually in here. Yeah, 4 of them. How many Pokegears? 3 of them. 4 Seal Stone as well. Come on, man. Beach Gourd. Retreat. Flower selecting. Sableye or Cramorant. They're both pretty good, but I think I'll need Cramorant earlier. We already have Sableye in hand and Clara, so yeah, it's gonna have to be this one. At least next turn we're able to spit, right? They already used 2 generators. What are the chances of them utilizing Magnezone here? Magnezone does need 2 energies as well. I'll slap down the Manaphy just in case. We do have Clara here, so they could boss something up. We have Clara, so I'll set up the entire squad here for now. And then if they judge us, we at least have our board position. Who can we trap? Pokegear. We can already boss Miraidon, get a little bit of damage onto that one. Yeah, whiffing the Colress's Experiment here is huge. Oh, they're playing Pokegears as well. Why couldn't we find Pokegear? At least 3 cards in the Lawson, right? Unfortunately, it is going to be a Sableye. Okay, they're gonna be KOing at least something. KO with Comfey. All the rest of the cards we need. Research for 7 cards. Charizard can also take care of this one, take care of this one. It's going to be alright. I don't even know how much HP Magnezone V-Star has. Electric Generator. Another generator, man. 1 energy. 2 energies. Wow, that Magnezone is scary. I'm not gonna lie. They would need Magnezone V-Star though. How many Ultra Balls have they used? 1. Maybe Magnezone V-Star is priced. Are they gonna drag off my Manaphy? No! Stop doing that, man. Luckily, this deck does run a lot of Claros. So at least we have that going for us. Escape Rope. So, flower selecting. Battle VIP pad? Nah, we need this. I will try to hit into this Magnezone, right? We can Clara. Get this. Retreat into Cramorant. Currently 4 cards. That's not a lot, to be honest. Fog Crystal. We treat Comfies over here. Slap down a Manaphy again. Mawile Trapping. Are we gonna resort to Mawile Trapping here? 1 rope down the drain. Mawile Trapping seems nice though, but we can still do that in the late game as well. Maybe just an energy. Thinning out the deck. Spits. Here's the first spit of the bunch. They could do it again, but then we spit him. So we are in a great position, I suppose. Also a lot of energies, and Energy Recycler is also gone, right? Yeah. 3 generators used already. Trapping Regieleki VMAX with a Mawile is definitely a capability we could go for. But they could be playing a second copy of Escape Rope. So we have to wait. Arven? EXP share and the generator. A generator again. Who gets the energies? Nobody. They're retreating the Magnezone and go for the Lightning Wall. I'm actually just gonna boss up the Magnezone there. That's gonna be fantastic. Taking 2 prize cards with that. And while we're doing that, we're gonna take a lot of prize card actually with Charizard and stuff as well. Heavy Ball. I'm actually gonna check real quick. Okay, only Roxanne. Roxanne is definitely useful. Flower selecting. Clara. Clara for Charizard place. But I need the Cram. Crammy and the boys. Rope. Trying to go to the Sableye play at one point, so who are they gonna give us? Currently only 5 cards in that Lost Zone, so I'm trying to get to a little bit more cards. Okay. Flower selecting. Boss or Colress's Experiment? I think there's a Sableye in our Lost Zone, which makes things difficult. But bossing, yeah, we have 1 boss, which we're going to be utilizing right now. Trapping. I'll take the Colress. We definitely need some Colress action here. We could save the boss, I suppose, and try to sprinkle later, but this guy can take multiple prize cards. Slapping a 110 here. We could boss later, but if it evolves, it's a little bit more difficult. It's definitely gonna be more difficult. Only 1 boss here, spitting there. 6 cards. I'll go for Colress. Lucha, Colress, Raihan. Yo, now we can not even switch around. That's so bad. That is so bad. The Magnezone could start swinging again. Ah, terrible, terrible, terrible. Should have done this differently. Because I've already retreated, so I can no longer... Yeah. Yeah, just spitting here, this Magnezone is gonna come, which is very annoying. But at least next turn we can start sprinkling. Just need to sprinkle a little bit and then go for Charizard plays, right? I'm gonna go for a Lightning Wall again, which we don't care about. There's still capabilities of Mawile play. I wanted to save that boss. Didn't want to put it in the Lost Zone. Or actually use it right now, so that's what it was. Attachment going onto the Magnezone, and there's a boss play coming onto the Manaphy, which we don't care about as long as he doesn't evolve. Okay, Lightning Wall, that's fine. this point, 8 cards. Yeah, that's perfect. We're gonna be utilizing Sableye here. Of course, we're using Sableye. So, Sableye in the house. Colress is Experiment. Charizard. Energy. Pokegear. Let's go. Flower selecting on top of it. Miltank, irrelevant? Is it irrelevant? They played so many Pokemon with like... They're all attaching to the V Pokemon, so that's cool to be honest. Attachment on the Sableye. Retreat. Such a huge hand to be honest. We could slap down Charizard already, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna go for Lost Mine. And the Magnezone going down for 180, 20, 10, and then, yeah, we could sprinkle a little bit more. This guy we can sprinkle 120. Yeah, might as well put it on here, it doesn't matter. Okay, finally take some prize cards. Maybe the Roxanne comes into play. Nope, Nuzball though. Energy Recycler is gone. 4 energies in the discard pile. All the energy generator stuff is gone as well. So we could definitely slap down Miltank here. How many Bulbasaurs have been played? Only 1. 2 Beach Cores going away. What is the card we really want? Clara? 1 Clara here. 1 Clara there. Clara, Sableye, Sprinkle, and then a boss play with Charizard. That's what we need to do here. We can also Raihan onto Charizard right now. And then slap for 250 minus 100 is 150. Not enough damage. Do we have ropes left? 2 ropes. I think there's a rope in our prize card, so maybe 1 rope. Just the lightning wall. Alright. Yeah, using Sableye here would be huge. Escape rope. So first of all, Nuzball. Finding the Pidgeot so we can shuffle it back in the deck. We have escape rope. Actually, yeah, we have Echoing Horn. Echoing Horn. For Sealstone. Pokegear. Clara. Clara. Sableye. Energy. Could get the Cram as well, I suppose. Sableye. Energy. Flower selecting. Colress for sure. Although we need the Charizard though, but with the Charizard with Ball, so maybe Nuzball is better here. To have remaining in the deck. Retreat. Into Sableye. I cannot leave this Pidgeot or we lose, so... Once in your turn, if this Pokemon is on your bench, you may shuffle it and all cards attached to it into your deck. I think I'll use the Vanishing Wings here. I thought I would need it, but I'll shuffle it back. I haven't used my V-Star quite yet. Okay. Could slap down Miltank as a way if they KO something. We just need Charizard, right? But we also need Pidgeot sometimes with the Forest Sealstone. So I'll leave it as it is right now. And I'll Lost Mine. 40, 30, 20, 20, and 10. Another 2 prize cards in the house. Okay. We didn't find Roxanne. Roxanne would have been a great card. What we need to do is boss and attack with Charizard. That's what we need to do. They could judge us. How many cards are here? Don't see judge anywhere. There's so many dead cards still, like Battle VIP Pass, Energies. Maybe we should have kept... they could still KO Drapion with Raikou, so we have Echoing Horn. Echoing Horn, Boss Plays, and Trapping somebody with Mawile gives us more time though, so maybe I should have slapped down the Mawile here. But we can still do that with a random Escape Rope, so there's Arven. Oof. No judge. Escape Rope and Forest Sealstone. Yeah, that means that's game, right? We have the balls, we have the Charizard, we have the energy. So the deck seemingly looks like to be undefeated. Max, Lightning, and Thunder. And that's how the game will end. When Charizard comes to town, you know things are pretty serious. Charizard. Energy. Boss. Let me take it down. Another Miraidon. We retreat. And Charizard. Annihilate with the Combustion Blast. 250, and that's how the deck works. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video of Pedro Torres' Lost Box from EOIC. If you did, be sure to let me know by rocking the hell out of the like button. It helps out in ridiculous ways. You have no idea. The deck is super good. Try it out at your League Challenge or League Cup because it is taking down a lot of opponents. And yeah, thanks for watching today's upload. I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow for more Pokemon TCG epicness, and check out our sponsors as well. Poketown Store, the best place to get TCG Live code cards. You can use the coupon code ZapDogsTCG for 5% off. There's cardmarket.com for European players. You can buy and sell cards to people all across Europe. There is, of course, Dragon Shield to protect your cards. Sleeves, binders, and decks available down below with the description. And then last but not least is yourplaymat.com, where you're able to create your own custom playmat from scratch. They ship worldwide, and you can get 10% off today by clicking the link down below. Have yourself a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you guys sooner rather than later. Peace.